Hey there, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. It's Maggie from Moondirected. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon, and today we are talking about the new moon that is happening in Leo on Wednesday, August 31st at 9:31 a.m. Eastern Daylight. I'm sorry, 9:18 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in the United States. I have tried to start a couple of times. I am dog sitting. Two very large dogs that bark at everything, so don't be surprised. Okay, so trying to get into your energy, I went to these really cool cards I have. They're called Crystal Mandala cards, and you have some beautiful ones. You have the Angel Bath Koi and Aquamarine. Just look how beautiful that is. And Archangel Metatron and Clear Quartz. And so I actually have a couple of those here. This is what aquamarine looks like. Isn't that a beautiful color? It's so gorgeous. And then clear quartz, I have a small piece. I'd like to get a bigger piece one day, but that's what I have to start with. And you can pick that up easily. Both of these I picked up very easily, so they're not even that hard to pick up. So you might want to pick them up and use them for your energy for this moon coming up. But the authentic voice and power is what this new moon should bring you. Authentic voice, the ability to speak yourself, your truth out loud to yourself and to others. And you also have the power of Metatron, who is the highest of the archangels, and he is bringing you power of spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. So anything you've been trying to get around to, trying to get done, trying to speak your truth on, trying to create for yourself. Call an Archangel Metatron to help you. And then these two crystals, these two lovely crystals right here, are available to help you to work with for the energy. So I'm going to do the 9-card spread, and let's just see where it takes us. If you've never seen one of my 9-card spreads, it's thoughts, feelings, actions, past, present, future. So the present will be the new moon, and the energy of the new moon will go out 6 to 18 months. So it comes to fulfillment in a full moon. No, that's right. What about this one? Oh, 2. Okay. It comes to fulfillment in when the moon is full. So it's a new moon in Leo. It'll be during a full moon where you should be able to look back and go, okay, these were the seeds I planted. This is what I managed to accomplish. And wow. Okay. All right. Lots for you. And Archangel Gabriel is also showing up, and Archangel Gabriel is also about having the extra help, the guidance, the power to speak up, to speak your truth, to be able to communicate in an effective and efficient way that allows you to get your point across in a way that is beneficial. And so let's stick him right there so we can remember. So this new moon is about setting your intentions in a way that will allow you to step into your power of your authentic self and speak your authentic voice, using your voice, making the points known. And so here we are in the center, the key of the situation, when we have the lookout. And the lookout is looking off into the direction. He's looking backwards. Okay, so he's looking backwards to the past, and the ship is on fire, and he's looking to the past to try to figure out what happened. Or he's looking for help from someone from the past. So this is how you're feeling. You're feeling sort of like your ship's on fire, and maybe you're looking back, trying to figure out what went wrong, and maybe it's time to speak up, speak your truth, and to manage that situation. But let's just see what else we get here. Okay, so in the recent past, you had a fated meeting. You made connection with someone either in business or personal life that you had made arrangements with before you were born to meet with this person to help you with a lesson. Now, it could be a positive lesson or a negative lesson. Oh, I hate to use the word negative lesson. Let me put that. A lesson where you learn something that you need to learn to build your soul and move it in a, it could be a difficult lesson. Not going to lie, sometimes they're hard. Usually your karmic partners that come in, those are kind of difficult relationships where you really learn some tough stuff. And once you learn the lesson, you're supposed to let them go and move on and move forward so that you can keep advancing in your growth, your soul growth, right? We came here to learn lessons, to grow, to become a better version of ourselves, and we take on some hard tasks to get there. And so it could be that situation, or it could be that you met someone who is really helping you, and it's very positive and it's energetically a nice vibrational match that helps lift you up, and you both are helping one another along your journey. So it could be that, but I'm just concerned because I'm looking at this ships on fire situation, and I'm thinking that negative is more likely what's happening there. And so currently you are like looking for guidance, and there is spirit knocking at the door. You have to open the door and let them in. And so Spirit wants to help. Spirit is showing up. You have Archangel Metatron and Archangel Gabriel. Those are some really big guys showing up to help you. And so they're knocking at the door, but unless you say, come in, unless you invite them in, they can't. That is the nature of free will. So asking for the guidance you need, asking for the help, asking for them to show you the way, because looking back, the lessons are back here, but moving forward, what you decide to do now, moving forward, that has everything to do with where you should be. So staying present and moving forward and planning for the future. Learning from the past, planning for the future, but being right where you are right now is generally how that works the best. In the near future, you have the covenant, the Ark of the Covenant. And this is a major commitment that you make, usually to yourself. But it could be to this person you met. But this is an unbreakable bond, something that extends over time and space. And so if you are thinking about where your covenants are, asking Archangel Metatron to help you cut the cords to any negative covenants that you have made in the past that are holding you back to release that negative energy. Now would be a really good time with this new moon to do that, or prepping to do that for the full moon that's coming up in Aquarius. So it's kind of looking over your life and saying, okay, so did I make a vow of poverty in a previous lifetime because I was in the convent or something, and I haven't released myself from that, and so it's holding me back financially? Or did I make a vow last week where I'm like, I never have enough money? Well, if you say that, then you don't. So the thing to do is to, when you say something like that, just say, oh, I cut that, I erase that, I delete that. And then speak an affirmation which says, I always have more than enough time, money, and energy to manage to have everything that I really want, everything I need, everything I desire, because the abundance of the universe is huge. So in the recent past, this is really interesting. So you were thinking about, you've been thinking about, and so you are looking to the past. These are the Akashic records. That is the records of everything that you've ever done in any lifetime ever. And this wisdom and mind, this is about utilizing that information in the best way possible. And so if your ship's on fire and you're looking backwards and you're going, well, what got me into this situation? I can see that happening. I can see that happening. So call for help. Speak your truth, answer the door, and allow yourself to move forward. And when you do, you're going to stride into that community that serves you, that community of equally high vibrational energy that you're at. And so moving forward is the way to go. Understanding and learning from the past, sure, I'm a fan of that. You don't want to have to repeat lessons, not in this lifetime, not in the next. So learning from the past, but then releasing and letting go. And setting your sights on what community do you want to make a commitment to yourself to be a part of. It could be a spiritual community. It could be a physical community. Like you want to join a group of people that travel a lot. That would be an opportunity to expand your mind, to explore things, to learn things, be with people that are of a like mind. It could be something like that, where you want to be a little more adventurous. In the recent past, again, it's the Hilaron. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the Hilaron It's like he's like the librarian in the Akashic records. He brings this information. So you've been actively seeking, how did I meet this person? How did I get here? How is it that I'm here where I feel like my ship's on fire? And so the question becomes, do you answer the door and ask for help and figure out how to move forward? And it looks good so far. So we have the willow, and the willow is, again, that is that deep well of wisdom. Your roots go deeply into the past. It's emotional knowledge and intuition and information coming to you. So this new moon is really about, it's interesting because it feels more like an opportunity to release the past, because it's on fire. Let it go, and ask for the help, and delve deeply into your intuition and your wisdom. And so then you ended up with 3 here. Okay. So I don't generally like to read these in the reverse, but this one was in the reverse. And so I think it's okay, because this is up in the air. And when it's in the reverse, that means you are coming to a decision. You're creating balance by doing some research and looking at all your options and figuring out where it is you need to go. What I find interesting here is you're being asked to step into your power and use your voice. And I see nothing except for Archangel Gabriel here. It's about you speaking up. And so I'm wondering if this isn't about you making a commitment to yourself and finding the community that serves you, that makes you feel comfortable. So let's get some guidance on this and just see where it takes us. So these are the map cards by Colette Baron-Reid. I really, really like these. I'm going to go ahead and read them sort of in the reverse. If they're in the reverse, then I know that that's an area that you're maybe needing to put a little more effort and energy into. And if it's in the upright, then we'll think of it as you're on the right track, sort of, kind of thing. Depending on what the card is, of course. Okay, so here's what I see. When we have protecting treasure and sad embrace, and this says to me that you've been really hurt, and you are trying to protect what you believe is yours. You are trying to protect yourself. And maybe you're not speaking up because you're in self-protect mode. This card was in the reverse, and it's education, which tells me you need to do a little more research, or this is you getting the help from your spirit guides, getting this information, getting into your Akashic records, asking for the help you need, looking for that community that can help you. And so I think that working to understand things a little more, see the light. I don't know if I can catch this. There we go. There is the information she's reading shines a light on her, and illuminates the way forward for her. So I think the best way to manage this situation is through a little more information and help from your spirit guides. And definitely from Archangel Metatron and Archangel Gabriel. They really, to have them show up in this reading is important. Up, surrender to the divine. So divine timing is at play here in this whole situation also. But this is that full moon card, surrender to the divine. So I think that by the time you get to the full moon in Leo, again, so 6 months, 18 months from now, you're going to look back and say, okay, so I see where I was at, and I see where I am now, and I was moving myself forward because I was getting the information I needed. I was listening to my spirit guides. I was speaking up, and I was stepping into my personal power. And I think that this is Leo is all about personal power. It rules the solar plexus. And that is that seat of self-confidence, self-courage, self-esteem, and value. And so, yes, this is you shining, right? and it's in your 5th house of fun and romance and creativity. And so if there is a project that you've been wanting to do but you've been feeling timid about, if there's something you need a little more guidance on, I think 6 to 18 months from now, you're going to be like, okay, I spoke up, I worked hard, I did the research. You got this research card here, you have a research card here, some in the past here too. So I think keep learning, keep studying, creating balance in your life, and I think that you will find that things really work out now. Wow. Okay, so these are such new moon cards, it cracks me up. All right, so we have begin now. Take that first step. So this creative project, this thing that you've been researching on, it's time to start moving forward, getting the help that you need, asking for the help, opening the door, letting people in. You have beginning a new cycle. So this new moon is a new chance, a new opportunity, a new cycle for you that allows you to get into the flow, and you have smooth sailing. And I find that very interesting that it says smooth sailing, considering you feel like your ship's on fire. So this cycle's ended. Looking to the past is probably not going to get you to where you want to go. So plant the seeds of intention. What do you want to create? It's an opportunity to create something in your romance sector, in your fun, your creativity. That balance card makes me think all work and no play makes Aries really not a happy person. So putting a little play into your day, building in time and opportunities to explore things, try things, meet people. But I think mostly by being authentically you, being your authentic self, you are more likely to meet people who vibrate of an equal vibrational match, and then you don't feel like you're pretending, and then you can be you, and people will love you and accept you for who you are. Okay. All right. So we have rejuvenate your body. They're sticking to my hand, so I'm pulling these up. And you have, the aqua again. Experience peace and calm. So being centered in yourself, loving yourself, feeling calm, being in the flow. So instead of feeling like your ship's on fire, allow yourself to feel the peace and the calm. But this is what I was laughing about. This one jumped out. It says Amber. Awaken your creativity. So this project that maybe you've been dragging your feet on because you weren't sure you had enough information, it's time to take the next step forward. It's time to begin it. It's time to get going on it. So this looks really interesting and really good. So you guys enjoy the energy of this new moon. Use it to push yourself forward and stay in the flow and be calm. You know, you have a lot of superpower help here. So tap into it and ask for the help. You have to ask, okay? All right, you take care. We'll talk soon.